Why don't you do right like some other men do?
Oh. Oh, I like
Get
that.
out of here and get me some
Doom,
money,
boom, boom,
stew.
doom, doom, boom.
See
All
what I did
right.
there?
Yeah, now we made this podcast as old as it possibly can. Welcome back, everybody, to Two Shots Music Pod. We are back and better than ever. And look at us. I think we're in video. We might be in video. Are we in video?
So strong looking. Wow.
This also might be AI. Who knows? Who
I'm
fucking knows?
definitely digitally generated. So.
We had an awesome break. We did a lot of things. Gold records were done. Beaches were touched.
They
Bitches were touched. What? Stop
What?
that.
That's not stop it.
Again, we're
How
gonna
dare
get
you.
in so much trouble. It's gonna be a
Already.
little bit different, you guys. It's gonna be a little bit different. We are now in season 2. Thank you so much for hanging with us and checking us out. Welcome back. Yeah, please subscribe to YouTube. Make sure to give us 5 stars. Leave a hilarious comment over there on Apple Podcasts. You should make it dirty, I think. We can
Yeah,
still make
please
it
do.
dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow
Yeah.
us everywhere at Two Shots Music Pod. That's where the stuff is.
It's where the goods are. Yeah.
I'm Michael St. James. That guy over there, that beautiful man right there, is
Oh.
Stu Miller.
Oh, thank you very much. You're a gorgeous hunk of man meat yourself there.
Oh, thank you. I try to slice off a bit every day.
That's
I don't know what the hell that means.
disgusting.
Okay, things are a little bit different, so we got to
Yeah.
catch everyone up.
Okay.
There is no Kelsey over there.
Ah.
Oh, it
Ah.
sucks. Yeah.
What did
it
she
sucks.
wear? Okay, what could possibly be better?
She quit,
Than us.
or a better way to put it is she has moved on to greener pastures. She's so damn talented. She got like a much better job. From the exit interview, it's a much better job.
Did
She
she
may be
get
back
that? Did she get that because of how great we are?
because of the audio. Yes, because
Oh,
it was
fucking
amazing production.
Wow.
And we almost won that Webby Award.
Wibby. Which is a beer.
Webby. Anyone that's in this game also knows that you pay for that.
Yeah.
So that's not worth it at all.
So no Kelsey. No Kelsey.
No Kelsey. We
unfortunately.
are we're looking for interns.
Yeah.
We pay as good as any other podcast does. I don't know if that's true. But we're gonna see how this works. It's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna have
Yeah.
little segments here. And
Yeah.
speaking of which, here's our first segment because the sponsors. By the way, we lost all the sponsors.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we were making too much money for them.
Yeah.
I get it. Liquid Death, I wish you well. Venmo,
Yeah.
I wish you well.
Yeah.
And they may be back, if we can tone this down a little bit, not
It's
be
too
such
much
a
profanity and yelling the word cocksucker over
It
and
was
over
kind of
again.
worldwide success that hurt us.
Oh, see,
Liquid Death's like
worldwide.
we're not huge in Finland yet, so
Yeah, but we are.
but we are. Yeah. Fucking what's up, Fins?
Fucking
Love
A.
it. Fins up. So we're gonna have some different segments because the big sponsors want us to do that. And so, you know how
Yeah.
we're whores. So
Yeah.
we're gonna totally do that. So here's the first one.
Mhm.
This is a new one. It's called
Yeah.
Hey Stu,
Hey.
what you been up to?
Nothing.
What you been
And back to you.
Okay. I hope all the sponsors I keep looking for Kelsey in the booth over there. She's not there.
There's
So
the
yeah,
Wild West out here.
this might be a little bit longer one. How was your summer? How was the things? Did
Summer
you play a
was
lot
fun.
of gigs? Did you write a lot of songs? What
Did,
kind of
wrote a lot.
bitches did you touch?
Well, I
Beaches. Did I say bitches? I meant beaches.
beaches. I did touch a couple beaches. I went on some trips. I had some adventures. Got my feet in the ocean enough times to call it worthwhile. Wrote a bunch of songs. Produced a couple of records. Had a really, really, really fun. But everybody puts a busyness on this pedestal. I was busy enough, but not too busy, and I
Ooh.
enjoyed that. And that is something I'm going to try and maintain in my life. Is just a little bit more balance on all things.
Wow.
My child became of an age to drive a car.
Good Lord.
And is fucking out there right now.
Just driving around.
Driving around. Yeah, I kept sperm as a pet, and now it's driving. I mean,
Did you hear that, Honda?
that's the kind of shit you could put on your Honda Odyssey wagon.
That's a cold read right there, man.
If you watch Deadpool, you know the Honda Odyssey fucks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How was your summer? What'd you do?
It was good. Kind of the same. Worked on some music and music projects. I'm wrapping up some writing. I'm doing a lot of writing on, like, at some point, you do this thing in songwriting where you start pitching and you
Yeah.
start pitching like publishing for sync and all
Yeah.
that, and you're working with music supervisors, and then at some point you start working with directors,
Mhm.
and you're like, you get a whole lot of no's. That's the
Yeah.
business, a
Just
whole lot
part of
of
the business.
no's.
Yep.
And then at some point you're like, you know what? You know, it'd be awesome. What if I'm the director? What if I'm the writer? What if I
What
run
if I
the
did it
fucking
myself?
show
Yeah.
and then I can put the music in?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to go a little bit, I'm trying to shoot a little bit higher. I'm working
Love
on
it.
some movie stuff, and but yeah, I'm working out those muscles as well, and doing some audio lounge
So strong.
music, and working on we're finally in the new studio,
Yeah.
moving the box down here soon as well, that we're working on the catalog,
Yeah.
and so there's going to be a bunch of new music coming out of here
Yeah.
and under different names,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
a bunch of things like that. But yeah, and
Yeah.
by the way, you wrote a book too.
I wrote a book. I forgot about
I
that.
know.
I wrote a
You
book.
just
I'm
wrote a
actually
whole
right.
entire fucking book about making people better people.
I did, and I'm working on getting that out to mass people. I also released a couple of new so I'm in the middle of releasing a whole bunch of fucking new music too, because it's just been sitting
Honey.
on my hard drive for you know how this happens, you build up a catalog, and you're like, "I should fucking do something with
Yeah,
that," you know? That's
yeah,
exactly what's happening. So now it's just all coming out, making videos, doing again, the idea is like, you can do it yourself. You can do
yeah,
everything yourself if you want
yeah,
to, if you choose to.
yeah. If you again, this
I
comes
do
back to
love
the,
c
"Are you busy?"
Yeah. I do love a collaborative process, I'll be honest with, like, when there's 2 people that create something together, such as you and I.
Hey, look
Look
at
at
what we're
this.
doing.
That's a really lovely experience, but, I mean, like, at the end of the day, if you keep getting, no's, you can go, "Well, fuck it, I'll just do it myself.
That's right,
We'll
that's
do
right.
it live."
The
Quote
other
Bill
thing,
O'Reilly.
for people that are out there, if you're trying to figure out this whole thing and you're younger and you're like, "Well, I just wanna be a musician," just understand at some point Dave Grohl wrote a book too. Like, at
Yep.
some point, Paul McCartney did movies. At some
Yeah.
point, like, other people, you start getting, you're in entertainment. That
Yeah.
is the business you're actually in.
Yeah.
And so don't limit yourself if you feel like maybe this isn't a song, maybe this is more of a short story or a
Yeah.
novella,
Yeah.
or,
I write things
maybe
all the time like that, like, I'll have a little line, and I'm like, "That is an acorn for something bigger than this."
yeah,
You know?
I love
Anyway,
acorns.
yeah.
All right, cool. So that wraps up what you've been up to. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're very sexy and handsome. Thank you so much.
Here comes the next one. We got
Oh
another big
god,
one
another
coming.
one.
Get ready. Here it
I
comes.
thought there was only one.
This is called Music Biz Bits.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there it is. Music Biz Bits. We're
Bits.
just gonna get into a little bit of music news. Not gonna kill you guys. We know a lot of the
Just a
people that
little bit.
listen to this podcast actually aren't in the music industry,
Yeah, yeah.
but they
But
kind of they kind of pay
it's
attention to
important
some
to
of
know
it.
what your favorite artists are kinda, up against
Yeah.
here and there. Yeah.
And look, music is music is music.
Yeah.
I'm known for saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am known for saying that. I might be now though.
You are
There's
now
somebody's wearing a T-shirt that says "Music is music is
on the
music."
internet.
Yes. So there's a new doc on HBO Max called Yacht Rock
Oh, fuck
Documentary,
yeah.
DOCKumentary.
That's
Very nice.
clever. Very
Yeah, and
clever.
these people, they look, they
They
get
know their
paid
audience.
big money for a reason, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, anyway, I have not seen it because I've seen 42 clips of it.
Yeah.
So I feel like
That's you've basically seen it.
I've basically seen it.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I think I know someone who's involved in some of the editing of it. And
Fantastic.
so, yeah. So I've heard about this project for the last year and a half or so.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
But here's what I've heard from a friend who just saw it. Is that basically we all owe Michael McDonald a debt.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
I've always thought that. And also Steve Lukather is about as fucking cool as you think.
I can attest to this. I've met him a couple times.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and, Steve Lukather, by the way, guitarist, founding member of Toto, and also some of your big favorite hits. He played guitar on those things,
Mhm.
such as Michael
Mhm.
Jackson's "Beat It," things like
Yeah.
that. But also, he was a person who ripped on critics all the time for ripping on his bands, calling them like AM radio, soft
Yeah.
rock, and all that. And here we are in the day where everyone's being celebrated for it,
Yeah.
and he is pissing all over those critics who don't have a career anymore,
Yeah.
while he is just counting his Grammys and
Yeah.
platinum
His
records.
book is very, very good, The Gospel According to Luke.
Oh,
It's worth
yeah,
it. It's very worth
absolutely.
time. So, anyway,
By the
sorry.
way, his
So
son's
yeah.
great too,
Yeah, Trevor?
and if you have a chance to see the Rick Beato interview with him, you'll
Yeah.
get a real feel for his assholeness. Like, he has a certain, Like, you get it. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I get it. He's kind of a dick, but I like that kind of a dick."
Yeah, he doesn't
That's
care.
what she said.
Like, fucking say what oh,
Ding, there's the first one.
that's the first one. I am not allowed to say that anymore. I have not been allowed to say that since probably
Oh,
no, no, no. I think I told you
moratorium?
there was a band I toured with that I'll just do the sidebar here, story time in the
Okay,
middle of
just
music
between
biz
you and
bits.
me. Alright, you
You know,
guys,
just
turn it
like
off.
turn it off. Just don't listen. There's a band I toured with, and I was obsessed with The Office, of course, at the time,
Yeah, duh.
watching it on my computer in the back of the tour van, traveling around doing the thing. And so, like, that's what she said just became part of my vernacular. And one time was like basically the manager of the band said, if you say that's what she said one more fucking time, you are fired and you're buying your own plane ticket home. Right.
Fair enough.
So I'm actually ended up the driver needed a rest. So I decided to drive. I'm in the front seat with the van, and I hear the following line come from the back seat of the van. One of the members of the band is talking to another member, and they say, "Well, if you just relax and let it slide in the back, it'd be a whole lot easier." And my drummer friend looks at me and they said that I started shaking at the steering wheel
Totally.
and
Sweat
had to
beads coming down.
literally, like, he's like, "That's what she said," and, I was able to finish the tour, but was not asked for the rest of it.
That's not fair. You should have gotten an extra one for that.
I think I should have gone into extra innings too.
That's too
It's
easy.
just way too
That's a
easy.
T-ball shot right
Yeah,
there,
so,
yeah.
anyway, so Lukather is indeed as cool as you and he just does not give a fuck. Michael McDonald might be one of the most brilliant composers.
Yeah,
I mean, think just as a writer, absolutely fucking
yeah.
brilliant. So I'm really excited to see this documentary
I
on
am
the
too. I'm gonna
yacht
watch it
rock.
this week, so we'll discuss.
Yes.
Also, okay, so here's another little bit of information. Tickets for Coachella in 2025 are
Oh.
sluggish. Now,
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about this because like we know that next year's tours, we know that stadium tours are down. The ones that are
Yeah,
doing stadiums are
yeah,
12 stadium runs.
yeah.
But after Taylor Swift and Metallica and all the things that have happened over the last year and a half,
Yeah.
the consumer is hurting,
It's
like,
just
as far as,
fatigued
like,
a little
ticket
bit?
sales. Yeah, we've all seen all the bands that were
Yeah,
pent up after COVID, I think.
yeah,
Um, that doesn't mean there aren't some shows out there that are gonna do well next year, I think,
yeah.
and we'll talk about that as we get through this, but I will also say this, Coachella this year is 60% independent.
Oh,
Did you know
that's
that?
cool.
Like, yeah, UMG, Sony, and all that,
Yeah,
they all make up about 40% of it.
yeah,
But one of the really cool things is that the booking of it
yeah.
became super duper independent. Now, most of those are, lower down there. Like if you look at the poster, those are the ones in the very small print.
Those are the ones you have
Um,
to put your readers on for, yeah.
yeah. Um,
I've been in
but
those bands.
and so I don't know if that is the reason why it's that way, or if people just don't want to go to Indio and just want to,
Hmm.
Couchella.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know? I
yeah,
mean, that's the way I watch it. There's not a fucking chance in the world I would go to Coachella
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it's interesting because it used to be a place to be seen. I mean,
Yeah,
like, if you think about, like, the like, "That's hot," celebrities were
yeah,
the ones that you were going not just to see the music, but you were also going to see who the fuck was there to see the
yeah,
music, you know?
yeah,
And, I mean, I think that, the influencer situation on the Internet has definitely changed when it comes to that kind of event and that kind of visibility.
totally, totally. The other thing is that, Lady Gaga
Oh, yes, Lady and Lord Gaga, yes.
she is one of the headliners this year.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know whether or not I don't know if that's really the pull, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, Missy Elliott, she's also, but I mean, so the big headliners are Post Malone, Green
Oh,
Day, Lady
yeah.
Gaga, Travis Scott is doing the design. I don't know. Do the same people that like Green Day wanna go see Lady Gaga?
I mean, I don't know, yeah.
And
It's
Post
a
Malone is kind of, he's so country now, who knows?
yeah,
So I don't know what's going on, but it's something to, yeah, just keep an eye on.
yeah.
Keep an eye on these ticket sales.
Post Malone's country shit is fucking great. I'm just gonna say it.
It is.
I love it.
It
Get
is.
It the Honky Tonk is a fucking great song anyway,
That's why
and
we
it's
can call him Posty.
yeah. He's the man's fucking excellent, and I again, kinda like Lukather in the fact that he is just who the fuck he is. I
Yeah.
love that. Anyway.
I'm just happy he made it with neck tattoos, you know, because otherwise
He could be going the
he'd
Pete
be a job
Davidson route
at
and getting them removed.
Starbucks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Pete Davidson. All right, so that's Music Biz Bites. Thank you, everybody, for that. We're gonna get into another new one. We are avid music listeners. We think you
Mm.
should be avid music
Yes.
listeners, and so we're
Consume
kind
some
of your
stuff.
music Sherpas, and to that end, here's what we're gonna do. We're
Yeah.
gonna turn you on, baby. Oh,
Ooh,
we're
that
gonna
is
turn you
great.
on. So what this little segment is gonna do is that we're gonna turn you on to a new song from an artist that we think everyone should blow up, and we're going to turn you on to an old song that you should listen to. And you'll see the links on YouTube and in the descriptions of the podcast and stuff, so you can listen to them today whenever you're listening to this. And so the first one, this week it's going to be me. I think I'm going to lead
Excellent.
the charge this week.
Excellent.
We both listened to these songs, and we're going to give you just a little taste of what it is. Copyright reasons, we can't really play it on this, so we need you to go listen to it, but we're trying to sell you on them. So the first one is this dude named Sawyer Hill. Love
Mm.
this guy. Brand
Yeah.
new guy. Not
Yeah.
brand new. I mean, he's been doing stuff.
Yeah.
And this song is called High on My Lows. And so you'll see it in the links and all that, and you can go listen to it. This guy's out of Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Mm.
And the thing I love about this song, right the fuck in with the chorus.
Yeah.
Like right in with the chorus. It's got a cool guitar playing, matching the melody coming out of that. And I think you'll agree, such a unique voice.
Yeah, he's got a cool voice. It's not like watching the video and, like, seeing it, it's like, it's not what I expected to come out of his face.
No, it is totally
It's
not.
totally not.
Like I would never place if you showed me 10 pictures, I would never put the voice on that one. Um, and you know, he just wrapped a little European tour in the summer. He's not a glossy looking dude. This is, I would say, it's like a little kind of catchy pop that
Yeah,
he's kind of doing. Little, he's got a little shoegaze to it, little indie stuff, but
yeah,
it's got an edge to it.
yeah.
He cusses in the song, so I
Yep, he
mean,
sure
2
does.
stars for me from the get go. Um, and I totally dig it. So I was wondering what you thought about it. It's called
Uh,
High on My Lows from Sawyer Hill.
I really again, it's not a complicated song, first
No,
off.
no.
It's really relatively it's simple, you're right, comes in right with the chorus, kind of a broken down version of it that they pick up a little bit later, but it doesn't go super big, and it's all about his voice. It's
Yeah.
all about his voice. It's basically like, um, again, would never have I mean, like, I'm watching it and it's a little I don't quite know what to say about it. It's like it's independent, very independent sounding. It's very the video looks like like it was just shot at a party
Yeah,
where he's
yeah.
like hanging out with a bunch of his bros. And I mean, he is, like he is dressed like it's kind of dorky and nerdy. It's,
Yeah, yeah,
but that guy, that guy fucks.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing is that, like, I think when we were talking about this earlier, you said something like, "This is a throwback to, like, sort of pre-MTV
Yeah.
generational stuff
Yeah.
where, like, if you just hear the song,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different when you see the guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
because he's not okay, listen, he's not a model,
Yeah.
but we're not all models,
Yeah.
Stu.
No, I'm
Not
sorry,
all of
I'm
us
right
are as
here.
good looking as
I
you.
mean, I
I
just
know, and look, I shouldn't
I was
hate
blessed
on
with
you
it.
for being that beautiful,
You should. I
but
deserve it.
some of us have to get by on just some talent, and and by the way, he's sexy in his own way though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got the juice,
Got
he's got a little
game.
bit of it,
Yeah.
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 And the other thing is that I think that listen, you gotta go listen to it so you can hear his voice because it's one of those kind of voices that no matter whether you like it or don't like it, it sticks with you and it's
Yeah.
original. And any label person, anyone in the music industry will tell you that is far more important than being the best singer in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. And
There's
I'm
only about 10 best singers in the world. And
yeah.
and outside of that, it comes down to uniqueness,
Yeah.
distinct voices.
Mhm. Yeah, his timbre, his timbre
Oh, very nice.
is very thank you very much. It's not spelled like it sounds, not phonetic.
No, it's not.
Um, is super warm, super rich voice. Like,
Yeah.
he's got and I really, really, really dug that. It leans a little soul, I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely got that, like, that vibe, but
Yeah.
there is it's organic, the instruments are legit and real. I mean, I don't know if they're not, they're samples, they sound fucking great,
Yeah.
but, it's like it's a
I would
warm
give some
sounding
love to the
recording.
mix too,
Yeah, it's really great.
because they let the voice be the voice. Like, it's
Mhm.
not gridded, it's not
Yeah.
it's I mean, it probably is a little bit, it's probably sweetened, but, because everything is these days. But it's not corrected.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not smoothed out, and that's what makes it unique and
Yeah.
original. So there it is.
Yeah.
Make sure you go listen to Sawyer Hill, High on My Lows.
Follow him on TikTok too for his man on the street shit too. It's
Oh,
really fucking good. It's fucking cool. Yeah.
then you'll know why he's pulling. He's pulling, yeah, he's showing it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get to an old song for you. This song is so old, it's turning 20 years old.
Ooh.
It could almost have a drink, Stu.
I
And
mean,
I think it's time to
and it
give some
should.
flowers to Kelly fucking Clarkson.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
Listen, she's got the talk show, she's got the things, the Christmas specials and all
Yeah.
that. But let me take you back to a time when Kelly Clarkson was fresh off of the American Idol stuff and
Mhm.
working on the second album. Could she pull it off?
Yeah.
Yes, she could. Since you've been gone, you, as in Prince, since you've
Yes.
been gone,
Yeah.
um, from Kelly Clarkson is 20 years old. That is a classic track now.
It's
It's a track that Olivia Rodrigo goes, I grew up with that.
wow. I was born to that.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
And so I want you to go listen to this week. Listen to that this week,
yeah.
all of you people out there, because it's a snapshot in time of the way music was being produced and changing from
Mhm.
electro pop music to sort of this indie rock vibe in pop that was
Mhm.
happening. So more
Yeah.
electric guitars with the keyboards. And just very quickly, I'll do a little rundown here. Written by Max Martin and
Uh-huh.
Dr. Luke. Duh.
Look up those fucking guys and see how many
They have
hits
a
they got.
few
Whew.
songs that they've written. I
Yeah.
hope they do okay. One of them is problematic, I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out Kesha. Anyway, they originally
Oh.
wrote it. This is a great kind of way to think about songwriting too. They wrote it for Pink.
Mhm.
You could totally hear Pink singing this song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was supposed to be more like dance pop.
Mhm.
But she turned it down. Then it was given to Hilary Duff, and it was supposed to be more like sort of kids bop pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they rejected the song because Hilary Duff couldn't sing the high notes
Mm.
in the way that they wrote it. And so it was finally given to Kelly Clarkson, and she's the one who convinced the writers to kind of give her some more control over it. And she added the heavier guitars, wanted more of a live band feel, and they kept the like sort of the electro feel behind it. But
Mhm.
the guitars and all the bigger production part of it was Kelly's doing. And just so you know, Grammy Best Pop Performance.
There you go.
Yep.
I
And
love that
so I
song.
love the mix of all of it. And I think Kelly Clarkson's ethos during that time of like mixing this electro pop with
Yeah.
more indie rock guitars in it. And
Yeah.
the bridge kills me every time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got it doesn't have a solo. It just has this it's just
Yeah.
over and over, but then when it stops, the drop and it's really good.
Yeah.
And I've tried to think of whether a solo would work there at all, and they
No.
made the right decision. It would
No,
not
I
have
think
worked.
I agree. I agree. That little rhythm guitar
What do
break.
you remember about hearing this song?
I remember it was
It was a
what
summer day.
it was a summer day. I
I was
was
ditching
on the cusp of
school.
womanhood, and, no, I remember this being like I remember not really enjoying because okay, so I have beef with American Idol,
Yeah, we all
which
do.
was any time that an artist would come off American Idol and start, their career, I always thought, like, the songs were, like, great. Like, the singers I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The singers were great. The songs were not. I remember, like, thinking, like, the only thing that's really I liked about Kelly Clarkson's first record was Kelly Clarkson singing it. I was
Yeah,
not a fan of the songs. This was the first song that I heard that went, "Oh, fuck. There you go."
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They got Max Martin behind it, that man is, he's done his due diligence in service of
Google it,
songwriting.
kids.
Yeah. So, it's a great this was
Google
the
it and get ready to scroll.
yeah, it's quite a it's and every time and you can actually at this point, having heard as many Max Martin songs as you've heard, you can go, that's a fucking Max Martin song, right? You
Yep.
can hear it. And so uh this song was the first time I really went, "Oh shit, there she's fucking got it." And she's kept it going,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Through
absolutely.
a whole bunch of stuff through, the divorce from her husband and like all of that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna give a quick shout out because to my buddy Aben Eubanks, who's one of Kelly's guitar player. The man is a bad motherfucker. And
Hey.
she has got a badass band out with her.
Yeah,
And I
and she
know
knows it.
she
Yeah,
knows it too, to keep up with a singer of that quality, you
yeah.
gotta have the fucking best, and this song was the first time where I really went, "Yeah, if they can keep writing songs like this." Like that song she did with Jason Aldean,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That was
just
great.
like, there's just, there's a she's just got the speaking of 10 great singers,
Yeah. I
you
felt for her with, My Life Would Suck Without You. Because I
Yes,
thought
yeah,
once you put that song out, you're like, "You know what? Fuck the industry, fuck everything.
yeah,
I'm gonna do this
yeah,
song."
yeah,
Like, the belief to have that song, put it on the record, and make it a single,
yeah, yeah,
because it probably radio should have said no,
yeah.
but it was so undeniable.
Yeah, and this song did that too. It was like
Yeah,
they were both pretty banging rockers. They weren't,
yeah,
like the
and this
like
was going to hot AC at the time.
yeah, they're super glossy, but the guitars are definitely distorted, and
Yeah,
that was not a thing that was going on at that point. At least it wasn't that present in mixes. I mean, they were there. Listen to Backstreet Boys. They're there. They're just
yeah,
way the fuck over there and pushed in the back. But this is like these were she was angry about something and she was going to tell you about it.
that's right,
Oh,
that's
anyway,
right. So, there it is. There's your old song. Go listen to "Since You've Been Gone" by Kelly Clarkson this week.
Kelly Clarkson.
By Kelly Clarkson.
Ah,
Alright, we're getting into a new one. This is a
uh-oh.
new old one.
Oh.
It's time for Sink of the Week.
Sink of the week. Sink
And
that
I'm gonna let
Scottish.
you lead this one.
I
We're
will
back with
lead the
Stink of the Week.
charge.
This is our most popular segment by far. Everyone loves this.
Yeah,
Thank you for all of your messages over the summer. Like
yeah.
you guys saying, "Hey, what the hell am I gonna watch?" You guys can't
Yeah.
that I find out what to watch because you guys tell me, because you guys apparently watch everything.
Yeah,
So
mhm,
we're gonna tell you a few things and tell you what songs are in them and why.
yeah. I it's I have a f I think
Do you have
it's,
another bone to pick already?
no, I do not have any bonus to pick. I'm actually struggling to decide which one I wanna do because one of the
Ooh,
things that I love about Sync of the Week is it gives me an excuse to park my arse on the couch and watch something for more
totally.
than
Now you're
15
getting
fucking
it.
minutes,
Now
you
you're
know?
getting it.
It's like,
I can tell everyone, yeah, I can't do that tonight.
yeah,
I
I have to
have
find
to
a
watch
stink.
this Apple show.
Yeah. I'm sorry, peopling is not in the cards this week.
I can't.
But, I was, and I was out of town for some holiday adventures, shall we say, and, we're cooking and, it's a certain time of year where you watch certain types of films.
Yes.
So I watched Die Hard, and then I watched we watched Love Actually, and I haven't, like there's still I haven't seen it in a while. It's still cute and adorable.
Really?
There are definitely some things that are
I watch that
problematic about
every
it.
year. You haven't watched that in a while?
I haven't watched it in a year. Let's just put it that way.
Okay,
But
all right.
I mean, like last year, like let's just say I was experiencing some
I was
things.
in a different headspace.
So this year, we've done a bunch of podcasts, we've done a bunch of stuff. I'm getting in the vibe of Sync of the Week. I was watching it with new ears, shall we say.
I will say
And
that.
the fucking soundtrack to this film is fucking amazing.
Bangers, front to
Absolutely
back.
amazing. Front to back. And there's one of the songs that I would actually like to save for a later old song because I listened to it and I immediately went and put the record on and listened to the whole fucking record of that where that song came from. And I want to save it for
Still
later.
put your records
It
on.
was not that,
Okay.
but my sync of the week this week is Songbird. But not the Fleetwood Mac version, the Eva Cassidy version that is in fucking Love Actually.
Wow. Keep it up,
Because
Betty.
Okay, the song itself is a fucking masterpiece in its own right, right?
Yeah.
Christine McVie wrote a fucking masterpiece with that song. But Ava Cassidy's version of it is just I mean, it is you
It's
listen to
just
it, it is her voice, the purity of this woman's voice, God rest her, rest in peace. Um,
Really?
oh, yeah, she died. She died of I believe she died of cancer. She got really sick, and she only made, like, 1 or 2 records, I believe. I
Oh,
could be
wow.
if I'm talking out of my ass, at Michael St. James on
That's right.
Twitter. Anyway, but I don't believe she had a very, very, very prolific career. She recorded and did a lot of songs. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the internet and check it out right now. Are you gonna
So,
you
okay,
want me
I was trying to think of Love Actually, like, what year that film was done. Was it,
Yeah.
like was it in the '90s or
It
2000s?
was, well, let's take a look. Love
Yeah,
Actually, I believe, was early 2000s,
okay.
2003.
So,
Ava
it was just
Cassidy.
before Since You've Been Gone.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just before Century Gone. So we are just aging ourselves out of a whole
That's right,
fucking demographic here.
that's
But
right.
I do encourage you to go listen to Ava Cassidy's version of Songbird. I believe she died in 1999 or somewhere around
Wow,
there. So let's take a look here. I'm going to the internet. I gotta close my
I didn't
reverb
even
page to
know
look
that.
at it. 1963 to 1996. She passed away in 96.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but, like, brilliant jazz versions of, like, classic songs,
Yeah.
but her version of Songbird, it's in a really, really, really tender scene that gets, shall we say, ruined, but, it is a fucking beautiful version of this song, and her harmonies, the production, it's just beautifully simple. I was turned on to that version of the song, in one of the tours I was discussing earlier, and it has been if I'm looking to put on some, if I've gone through my Tom Waits phase and I'm done with the Marlboros and red wine, and
Ah,
I still want to kind of sit in the mood a bit.
yeah.
Songbird is the record that goes on, and that is pretty much how the scene in Love Actually plays.
Love it, love it.
There you go.
Music supervisor, you got it?
Oh shit, I do. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's the other part. Hold on. Nick
Because
Angel soup on
Nick
that, and
Angel.
the whole soundtrack. I mean, it's Joni Mitchell, Beach Boys. It's just
Yeah,
fucking great.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to a watch of that this year. Well,
excellent.
very nice. Love Actually, Songbird, not the Christine McVie version.
No, the Eva Cassidy version of it.
Is it
Listen to
Eva?
it.
Ava?
Eva,
Eva.
EVA
Let's
Cassidy.
do Eva. Yeah. We'll do Eva. All right, cool. I am going to bring up one that's from a commercial. See,
Oh.
here's another thing. Well, yes, we want you guys to follow and figure out the shows that you want to watch. For the musicians in the room, the reason why we're giving you music supervisors and things is because
Mhm.
this is a cheat code.
Yeah.
We're giving you, like, if you go back through all of our podcasts and all of our YouTube stuff, I've given you 150 contacts to reach out to. And you can also go, by the way, I loved your work on this show and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And my music,
Mhm.
I think, works with this. So
Yeah.
that's why we do this. And it's the same thing for advertising, because let me tell you, as someone who does sync, you will make so much more money in advertising. So
Mhm.
here you go.
Yeah.
Mine is from VWID Buzz. What the hell is
Oh,
that?
that's the bus.
VW is the new bus.
Yeah, I
I
love it.
love
Sorry,
this
I
new
totally
bus.
cock blocked you there.
No, no, that's all right. I love that commercial. I
Yeah,
love this spot. I love the bus actually, the
yeah.
VW bus. Um,
Mhm.
and so it's a new electric bus that's from VW. And the song is Are You Having Any Fun?
Mm.
And it's by Elaine Stritch is the version who did it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I wanted to bring this up because I think like this is a song from it was recorded in like 1956.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's being used in 2024 to sell you an electric VW bus that looks nothing like else on the road.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's basically a novelty song.
Mhm.
Are you having any fun? It's that kind of song, right?
Yeah,
The words, I just want you to hear the first lyrics to it.
yeah.
Fellows with a million smackers and nervous indigestion, rich fellows eating milk and crackers. I'll ask you one question. Are you having any fun? I mean, That's a great fucking line.
That's a great lyric, yeah.
And the thing is, the lyrics are by Jack Yellen and the music by Sammy Fain. It was featured in a Broadway review series, George White's Scandals in 1939.
Ooh.
So this song is actually from 1939. Got resurrected. There was a popular recording by Tommy Dorsey Band,
Mhm.
which, by the way, my grandpa played drums for him. Anyway, in
Fuck yeah.
1939, and his orchestra, and then the vocals on that were done by
Edith. Yeah,
Edith
Edith.
White, and Tony Bennett did it later on. But this version is from 1956. And I know that there's a lot of young people who be like, why do I care about this? Why do I care about this? Just understand, if you are a songwriter, if you are a recording artist, this could be you and your family in
Yeah,
50 years.
yeah.
This is how music works over multiple decades
Mhm.
and generations. Is that a song like this that is a great recording, a great master recording of this song, um, and being resurrected for a brand new electric car commercial. I just love it.
Yeah,
And I want to give you the credits to this. I am
yeah.
going to have to read it here. Directed by Epic Films, Martin de Thura,
Uh-huh.
and Jonathan Santana is the CCO of Johannes Leonardo.
Mhm.
Johannes Leonardo is the actual agency.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you guys are following along, that's who you get a hold of. He's the CCO. The CD, who is the creative director, these are people that make decisions a lot of times on what music
Mhm.
goes into commercials, is Laszlo Sloboda. And then the music is done for the company by Music Groove Guild. Under that is the music soup is AG Reese. AJ Reese. AJ
Mm.
Reese is the music supervisor for it. So all of those people are the people you got to get a hold of if you want to get into a big VW national spot that pays you so many royalties
Yeah.
and could actually blow up your career in a moment.
You helped me with a Volkswagen placement a few years ago.
I did. And
Yeah,
I've been on a few, and
yeah.
well, they pay well.
They do. I'm surprised you saw a commercial, first of all.
I
Um,
know. Sports balls on, man.
sports,
Sports
that's
ball.
true. Yeah, sports is, football is back.
Yep.
Um, it's they never left.
No, it
That's a
didn't.
fucking great call, and I do love the bus. I think it's cool looking.
I want
Uh,
one of those bus
I want one of those
dude,
buses too.
can you imagine touring in that bus?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You could fit a full stack in the back, and
Well, at this point now,
everybody but the drummer could go. It'd
I
be
think I've
great.
told you that we have a Sienna van that we use as our travel
Yeah.
rig. And I'll tell you what, man, I have never been happier to look like a fucking soccer mom than I am right now.
Kids, I'm telling you, get over it right now. The whole minivan thing, get over it. You will eventually come to the place where you're like, "Why did I ever think this was stupid?"
Yeah.
Because it is so cool to be in a kick-ass, like, six-cylinder minivan
Yeah.
that can, like, climb hills
And
and
now you
keep
got an
all your gear
electric
in it.
one that'll do it, with the
Absolutely.
VW ID
Yeah,
Buzz.
and then you can do that whole thing where you, like, you go live by the beach and you take showers at public places, and you can do the, like, tiny house kinda living.
I already do that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like,
yeah.
if you call that, getting peed on by a wino taking a shower in a public place.
Alright,
Ah,
so that does it for Sink of the Week.
well done,
Very nice.
everybody.
Alright, let's get to one more thing. This is last call. This is where we're gonna
Mm.
shout out some
Thanks for
people.
coming
If you have
along.
anyone to shout out, and, throw out the things. If you have something coming up, like a release or a big concert or something you want us to share with the world, send us those questions or the jokes or the comments or whatever at Two Shots Music Pod. This week, I'm going to shout out Annie Zaleski at
Ooh.
Annie Zaleski, Zelinski. Annie
Mhm.
Zaleski is an amazing music journalist and an author. She wrote the 33 and a third book for Duran Duran on
Mm.
Rio.
Mhm.
The 33 and a third series is basically taking these albums and making a short book out of it.
Yeah.
The Duran Duran one is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
She also did This Is Christmas Song by Song, which is a brand new book out.
Uh-huh.
So if you can find her, name is Annie Zaleski. She's amazing. The
Yeah.
second shout out I have this week is for Rocky Ramjet. Our beloved Rocky is still fighting the good fight. And so that's all we're going to say about that. But we
Yep.
wanted to throw that out there.
Love you,
And
buddy.
we love you, buddy. And so, do you have anyone you want to shout out today on
I
Last
would
Call?
like to shout out you. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back and
Oh, now
doing
I feel
this,
like an
and for being
asshole.
a wonderful. Well, you are, but that's okay.
Oh man. Annie
No.
Zaleski and Stu Miller is who I wanted to shout
Ah,
out.
God, they still my heart. Oh, anyway. Yeah. Well, that's that. We did it. We're back. We made it.
That's it. All
Yeah.
right, so that's a wrap for us. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell over there on YouTube. We appreciate it. Throw us a follow on Spotify. Give us 5 stars. Leave us a silly and dirty comment over there on Apple
Yes,
Podcasts. And
please.
follow us everywhere you follow people at 2 Shots Music Pod. That's the number 2 Shots Music Pod. And until next time, we hope you write a great song, and we hope you look as good as Stu did today.
And you. Look how fucking gorgeous that lighting is.
Look at us in video.
Look at us. Not in HD. Fuck that shit.
Listen, sponsors, it's on now.
Yeah.
It's on.
At 2 Shots Music Pod, come pay us a visit and leave us a comment and say nice and awful things.
It's awesome to be back, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, love you.
Love
Bye
you. Goodbye. Now you know we actually sing. Bye, Kelsey.